Morning, hope you're well. We're going to do a projection video today. Something that I've had in the van for absolutely ages but not done anything with yet. You've probably seen in some previous videos, when we're away we're not really drinkers. So if we've been out in the day walking, etc., we'll get back, we'll probably go somewhere for an evening meal, but then we'll come back to the van and just chill out, watch a film, etc. So I've been using the laptop the last few trips, but thought we'll get a projection screen and try and do a budget system for less than £100. So it's things I've got in the van I've had for a while. So there's a sound bar I got 2 years ago, that was about 22 quid. Projection screen was 24 quid from Amazon, and then I've got a cheap projector, £42. Again, I've had it for some time, so we'll just go through that and then work out a rig on how we can set it up. Should get about a 43-inch screen, which will be plenty big enough for inside the van. Okay, let's crack on. So that's the projector. It's just a cheap one. It's again on sale in Amazon. I think it was about £70 originally, but got it for 42. Had it some time, so I don't know if that offer's still going to be on, but it gets reasonable reviews, but it's going to be plenty good enough for, you know, a 43-inch screen in the van. This is the projection screen. It's a Duronic 4:3 ratio. It's about 80 odd centimeters wide, but I measured it up here and it's just big enough to go between the gap. And rather than put any more fittings in the roof, I was just going to try and put it off the cable up there. I bought two cheap, about £1.20 something for a little bag of these little clips. Hopefully they'll clip the screen on, and we can have the screen there slightly angled back in this area. And there it is. It's a nice little compact. I've had an Acer projector and an 8-man projector in the past. The Acer one was pretty good, so this is just like a nice little tiny one. That's the size of my hand. So nothing special, but hopefully this will do the job. Okay, so this 4:3 ratio screen, it's got a nice little bit of Velcro there, and I've noticed it's got the hooks there which will just clip onto the carabiner. I'm hoping that'll be sufficient just to take the weight of it. Okay, so that's up there. I mean, as you can see from down here, that's quite a nice size screen. Right, so next is I've cut this piece of wood here. So I'm going to carpet this, but for the testing purposes, I'm just going to see, just going to test it, like thinking if that's above the bed there, it's not going to be in our thing, and we just put that up when we want to use the projector. I mean, I don't think it does, like, I think it's one of these that needs to be central, can't really be set at the side. So but yeah, I'll carpet that grey, put some little runners at the side so it makes it a bit more secure. I've got a bit of carpet left over from when I did the shelves, etc. Oh yeah, and there's the sound bar as well. So I've had this one about 2 years now, but it'd be perfectly good enough just to boost the sound. Again, nothing's branded, it's all quite cheap stuff, but it works, so we'll see how we get on with that. Right, I've hooked up to the electrical hookup, so I've got power. It's the first time I've used this year, so we'll just do a quick test just to make sure no shorts or anything, nothing's happened over the winter. So yeah, right, yeah, it just takes two AAA's, got old Amazon Basics batteries going in. Okay, right, I've not got any connect in it. Let's just see if we can. Let's just see if it'll actually load a film. We'll just play the start if it. Let's just see if it will load anything. Okay. Yeah. I just need to figure out the sound next. But you can see that's not a bad picture. And from the bed, watching that in here, that's pretty mint, that is. And honestly, the clarity for the price is bloody good. Right, I've just got it wired up to as test onto the.
By embracing inevitable change.
So I think what I'm going to do is have a rain check and think of something I can put here that will just fold down to make a little shelf and then fold back up and not get in the way, or something that I can attach. So I'm going to have a think how I'm going to do this and then come back and have another go. Morning. All right. This is day 2 of the projector. So in summary, as you've seen in some previous videos, you know, we're not massive drinkers. So when we go off camping and we're away over a weekend and stuff, if the weather isn't brilliant, we don't tend to just go and sit in a pub. We'll go out for a meal or whatever, but then we'll come back to the van and tend to watch a film just off a laptop. But I just thought, let's just get the projector, go something a little bit bigger, so it's a bit better to watch. Eyes aren't getting any better. And so it's only literally a budget setup. Like as I said before, projector on sale on Amazon, £42. Screen was £29. And I already had like a little speaker that will also plug in just to add extra sound. It's only a 2.1 speaker, but it'll just make it better. So, you know, it's an installation that's basically under £100. You can spend hundreds on a projector, you know. The Nebula's quite a popular model for T6s, but I just don't feel like we'd use it enough to, you know, to make a purchase at that sort of price. So this is just a under £100 budget setup. So I did look at putting a shelf across, but due to the height and stuff, I've changed the ideas. What I've got now is basically some fixing plates. And I'm actually just going to basically look at carpeting one of these, mounting it there on the roof. If you can see up there, let's angle the camera up. Mounting it there on the roof, just slightly down, and then I'll be able to slide 2 of those behind it, and they will hold the shelf. So when the roof's up, we'll get the height and it'll project onto the screen. It'll be literally a 2-minute job to take the shelf out of the cupboard down there, slide it on, pop the well, the pop tops are probably going to be up anyway because we're going to be away. Screen stays in the back there, just take the screen out, hang it on the 2 carabiners there, roof up, and then slide, you know, if it isn't already, and slide the shelf. So I'm just going to work out now basically how wide the shelf needs to be, and then I'll fix these at the spot so it goes through there, and then another one there when you slide it on, and then it'll be a fitting that'll be quite easy to set up with a get the roof up. And then we can work out where we need to attach the shelf. I'm going to keep this in the cupboard at the back, and I'll keep it in the box just to give the screen protection. just out of interest, I'm not connected up to the electric hookup at the minute, so I've just put the little travel inverter on. See if it powers up the projector through that, else I'll go and set it up. But the plan is I'm going to work out exactly where the shelf needs to go on this backboard here, and then I'll mark it off with tape, measure it up so it's in the middle, and then we'll be in business. And I'll just attach the little bracket to here, and then we should be good to test. To be sort of there floating from the roof, so about there it's going to need to go. So I'm going to need to rework how we can do the bracket. So I think I'll go away and have another think. I will get this fitted, just got to work out now bracket. Yeah, right, okay. I might take another rain check. I'll have a think about how I can sort out a bracket, and then we'll be good to go again. Morning, hope you're well. This is the day 3. I was thinking I don't want to really over-engineer this setup of the projector holder. So I had this old box of GoPro attachments and stuff, and that I've managed to just basically kit out a connection. So I had that, and then I had a plastic seating for that, but it only had the one attachment hole. So I've ordered one from eBay which is metal, and basically I can attach that to the pop-top roof on the underside like that, and then just slide that in every time I want to use it, attach the projector onto there. And then it gives us the angle. It can angle it down like that, because obviously the roof will be sloping up, so I can angle it down to make it level. And I've also put another bracket on there which allows it to tilt as well, just to make that level. And I say that's just basically bits I've had lying around. So let's go and measure that up, get that fitted, and then it should all be done then, ready to use. I've got 2 of these little brackets here. I'm going to just attach them to just offset this here, just as a connection point for the bottom of the projector screen, so it just has that slight lean. So I'll just get that done now. I'll just clip that through. These little carabiners I got, only a couple of quid these were. Clip that through there, and then we'll be able to just clip that on there, and do the same again on this side. That's the screen now, just at a slight angle. So now I just need to calibrate where we need to put the actual projector, and then we can get that mounted, and we should be in business. And it's literally a couple of seconds then to set this up every time you want to use it. Just wind that down. As you can see, it's slightly offset, so I'll just have to take that into account when positioning. So I'm going to set it up with it actually powered on, just on the default home screen, and then we'll have a good idea then where it needs to go.
Can you imagine?
I could not have been nicer.
There we go. So I'm not going to win any awards for best cinema in a van, but this is, say, it's a nice little budget, under 100 quid, with the screen, projector, and all the little fittings and everything. And say if it is raining, it's just going to be nice to have, better than like a little 14-inch laptop screen. One good thing as well is, obviously, if we only want to watch a film at night, if it's raining or something, we can easily put the screen up, and then it's out of the way. I normally use the shelf behind the projector to just store clothes and stuff on that way. So it's just a Velcro strap that goes around the top of the screen. And if you did want to just lower the pop top down, the screen's out of the way and it's not going to be in the way. So thanks for watching. Hope that's of some use to somebody. If you want to do a cheap VW T6 setup just for a projector, say under 100 quid. And I have got a soundbar also that I can plug in as well. So in total, the projector was £42, the screen was just over 20. The fixtures were just a couple of quid, and then I have got a soundbar as well if I need to use that. But the speakers in the projector are perfectly good enough. All right, cheers. Catch you again soon.